Hello guys, welcome to Two Latin Brothers podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are on episode 23.
You don't know what episode it is.
No, I don't know what episode it is. What episode is it?
Let me check.
See, you don't even know what it is.
I'm pretty sure it's 20. Okay, look, we do this week to week and we're pretty busy.
23 or 24.
Look, lately we've been super busy trying to get this done, but you know, we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what matters, I think.
Yeah. So, did you find it yet?
Give me a second.
You're taking an eternity for it. Honestly.
I'm just looking for it. Just give me a second.
7.5 years
later. Okay. Yeah, this is episode 22.
22?
No, 23. We're on episode 23.
This is episode 22. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Huh?
See, 23. Guessed it. I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's...
Yep. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
So how was your week?
How was my week? It was interesting to say the least. What did I do this week? I did something on Monday. I met up with some friends on Monday. Then I did nothing on Tuesday. What did I do on Tuesday?
You did nothing on Tuesday.
No, I did do something on Tuesday.
What?
Me and my father have been last episode for context. Me and my father have been cleaning out the basement for the last 3 days. I want to say 2. Yeah, so. And it has been a mission, and the biggest problem is I'm allergic to dust.
So you have to be leaving every 20 minutes?
No, so every he'll pick up something and they'll just all his dust will fly, and I'll be like, yeah, I can't be here. So I'll just walk back upstairs, and he'll be like, where are you? I'm gonna die.
Where are you going? I'm gonna die.
I can't. I can't right now. Sorry. I love to help, but I can't right now. So then every time I'm like, and then he's like, okay, get in here, and then I'm like, can you see all the dust on the floor right now? He's like, okay, go get me the broom. I'm like, what are you going to say? I'm going to sweep, and then you don't have an excuse.
That's funny.
So then he sweeps, and then I'll come back, and he's like, okay, and then I'll walk down. I'll help him pick up whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, there's a lot. We have so much stuff down there.
Yeah, we do. The thing is, it's not the biggest basement ever, too.
Well, no, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting at the fact that we have so much stuff we never use down there.
Yeah.
We've gotten rid of so much stuff. Much stuff. It's
we
crazy.
Honestly should have anything that was still good. We should have gone to
we found one of those
thrift store and sold it.
One of those what is it, grilled cheese maker thingies?
Oh,
broken. Why was it still there? Figure that out. Then we found one for quesadillas, which is in there, and we're like, oh, but it was coated in dust.
So clean it.
No, okay, so then I ask my mom, do we throw this out? What do we do?
Yeah.
And she's like, are you guys going to make them? And then my dad goes, I'll help you eat them. And then she goes, so just throw it out. So we threw it out.
You guys should have told me about this. I would have just made the tortillas for you guys.
You know what's crazy about this?
What?
Is that it's scary, because my dad's, okay, go throw it out. We have this, dumpster out, in the back. So I'm I grab the thing and I'm walking out to the back. I just gotta, throw it over and throw it into the dumpster. Yeah. But I think the garbage came this morning because it fell and it was just bam! And it sounded like it shattered because it just hit the bottom of the dumpster.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, well. But echoed everywhere, and I was
for everybody who sleeps until 12, I just woke you up.
No, it was what?
Okay.
But yeah.
That's basically what you did all week?
Yeah, that's basically what I did. I went to class yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to do a quiz. Mm-hmm. That was crazy. Yeah. Everybody right now, a lot of people are like, yo, man, that was insane. She asked, the question. It were 10 questions, but, no context.
Yeah.
There was context. It's just, she expects us to read so much. She uploaded a document the very first week. 66 pages long. What am I not living? Is this
nope, not anymore.
Is this what we've got? No, but I'm only taking one class.
I know.
It shouldn't be the other thing too is
it's probably because she knows you're only taking one class.
Oh no, but there are people in there who have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
They literally come out of work and they go there. And they're all tired, and now they're like, why am I even here? I just want to go home.
Well, they're there because they paid for it.
Well, yeah, but like, and there are people they're just so out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them are like that. But then there are people who, like, this one guy, he says he works night shifts. So he says that he after class, he leaves, goes to work, and then doesn't get home till like, what did he say? Like 10 a.m.
Wow.
Doesn't get home till like 10 a.m. because he lives like far away from us. Anyway, so he gets home at 10 a.m. sleeps. So he's like, there are days
So he pulls like an all-nighter, basically.
Yeah. And then he goes home to sleep.
Wow.
So he sleeps all day, essentially.
Wow.
And then I'm like, that's
It's
crazy.
basically being nocturnal.
Yeah, no, but he was saying how a lot of people, how in the wintertime, he says you can go days without seeing the sun.
Yeah.
Days. I'm like, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I never see this. I'd lose my mind.
You need some vitamin D, bro.
But he says that his like sleep cycle's like all messed up now. So.
Yeah. Like, him probably trying to go to sleep at like nighttime doesn't make sense for his body. It's like, I have a day off.
Well, no, like,
It's
I mean,
normal
after a while, some people get used to it, and some people don't. Some people like suffer a lot because like I can't sleep during the day. Like my body just won't let me.
Yeah.
It won't let me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like it depends on that. Well,
but if he went to Japan,
okay, anyway, what was
He'd be fine.
your week like?
My week was fun. Well, on Monday I had my last band practice. Well, not really band practice. It was more like a show up and then. No, wait, not even on Monday. On Thursday.
On Thursday.
That's Thursday.
So yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're recording this a day up.
Yeah. Yeah, on Thursday I had to do that. I had to go hand in my summative and return my instrument, and then found out, oh wait, you can keep it for the whole summer if you want, as long as I get to inspect it. And I'm just like, okay, I'm doing that, so I'm keeping my instrument for the entire summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. See, I remember when I was in high school, we weren't allowed to do that because, unless of course you were renting it with like a specific with somewhere. Some students do, they rent their own instrument or whatever. But I remember that they'd have all of them sent into a shop to get them like tuned up or whatever, polished, whatever. It was like this whole thing. And I remember that this one guy was like telling him, "But sir, I'll go get it done. You know, it'll be like a week." And he's like, "Okay, if you're gonna pay for it, by all means." Right? But he's like, and I have to see it after.
Well,
yes.
to make sure. It's like...
And he's like, okay, so that's what he did. And I remember this one guy, like, what is it? They borrowed the drum set. Like, his dad had like this huge truck, and he's like, he asked the teachers if he could borrow the drum set, and they're like, yeah, sure.
I should have asked.
So he like took. Where would you put it? You don't have any. Well, I don't have anywhere to put that.
Yeah, I do.
No, but they didn't borrow it for the whole summer. It's just.
Yeah.
It was just like a long weekend. It was like 4 days.
I should have borrowed it.
And I remember the day that we had to, the first day back, we had band practice in the morning. So Tuesday that we had band practice that morning.
Yeah.
And I got there, and him and his dad were unloading the drum set back into the music room. And I was like, this is just some next level, you know, like,
yeah.
Like, what is even, like, at first I was like, man, like, I thought they were joking around, because I never saw them pack it up. I just thought that they were like, and I thought the teacher was just joking around, you know, to begin with.
Actually, my friend, this morning, actually, he brought, like, 2 tubas from, like, his house, because he was borrowing 2 of them. He had, like, one in a case for, like, when they had to go places, and he had, like, one without a case. Like, they had no case for it, so he just had it there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I had to bring 2 tubas, one in each arm. It's like, you can imagine, his shoulder is messed up. He was, like, in a bike accident. Like, the whole bike just fell apart.
What was it? I knew a guy who had that. He had a tube at home, and that's how he'd do it, so he wouldn't have to take it back and forth. And it was really funny because I remember he would tell me how, like, I'm like, you know, I never see you. I'm like, when do you practice? Like, I've never seen you take your instrument home. He's like, oh, no. He's like, the very first day I took a tuba home. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. it's still home. He's like, that I have one at home, and then I just use the one that we have here. Then I'm like, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, but he's like, that's how I do it. It's like, I'm not gonna take a tuba home every. You know how crazy that? Like that's
no, for a short while I had like 3 trumpets.
No, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for instruments like that, it would just be like insane to have to take it home, especially since like they bus, a lot of them bus, and he wasn't like on the school, because your school has yellow bus and then like students who bus,
like the actual city bus.
Yeah, like that use the actual city transportation. And he was one of those guys who had to use the city transportation. He wasn't like on a school bus.
It'd be like he was like 0.5 kilometers, like too close.
I have no idea. I just noticed that, like, whenever when I did the school bus thing, that was always so funny, because we would like a line up there, like, I feel like I'm in elementary school again. You know, like getting these like rows, like, this is my bus, your bus, my bus.
Yeah.
I remember this one time, I was at, I can't remember where, I was helping out with something after school. And I walked out, and it was like almost 5 o'clock when we finished doing what we were doing. I think we were helping with the stage or something for like one of the plays. I can't remember. Or the musical school was doing. Anyway, so I walk out of the auditorium, and they wait in like that lobby area.
Yeah.
I walk out, and there's still people there. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? So one guy's like, our bus still hasn't come. And I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, and we're still waiting.
Wow.
Then I'm like, okay, has anyone like asked someone? He's like, the office already closed. And I'm like, okay, so what are you guys gonna like just try? This one girl's like, I called my mom, and she's like, she texted the principal to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So then the principal got back to, and I was like, I'll just wait here with you guys, like in case like something does happen. So then
be like, I'll give like maybe 1 or 2 or 3.
No, I was like, I don't know, but there's like 10 people. I'm like, oh, you don't fit in my car, so that's the problem. But I remember and then so this girl, she like, I don't remember, something happened with like the principal. Got back to them, and then the bus finally came, and they got on the bus, and they're like, and the guy was like, sorry guys, I fell asleep, and like, yeah, I was like, no, he says that he was, I can't remember, he did something last night, and how like he's like, I was just gonna take a short nap. He's like, I set an alarm, but my alarm never went off. He's like, so I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm sorry I made you guys wait and all that stuff. But yeah.
Crazy.
I remember this one time when I was in elementary school with the bus. We waited till like, we live really close to our elementary the school we went to. Like we can walk there in like 7 minutes max.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I remember we waited.
Actually, I wouldn't say 7 minutes max, because of that, if that crossing light doesn't change.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but we waited like, I want to say over an hour for the bus to come.
You could have walked.
Yeah,
home,
I was like,
over like. Yeah, I was like 20
we
times.
We literally could have walked home. You know, like it was one of those like we could have walked home already, but we hadn't. But also we were like young. I was like, I think I was 8 or 9. Yeah, at the time. So there's that. So you were in kindergarten.
Yep.
Yeah, you were. No, not yet.
Actually, no. You were like 10 when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, no. I would have been. Oh wait,
no, you would have been 11. You would have been 11.
11 when you were in kindergarten.
Yeah.
No, because there's 6 years between us, so 6.
And I'm like 5 when I go.
No, yeah, you turned 4 in kindergarten. You were 3 when you started.
Nope. I started when I was 4 years old. And then I remember having my birthday.
Yes, but that was
twice.
That was your second, so.
No, twice. Like I went from 4 years old to 5.
So you were 6 years old when you were in kindergarten.
Well, it's because no.
Exactly. So you started when you were, for a full month. You were 3 years old.
Yeah.
When you were in kindergarten. Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you turned 4. It's like, I remember this one guy when we graduated high school. His birthday was.
No, but we were getting to the point of how old were you?
Oh yeah. Okay. So 5, 6. Okay, it's 6 years apart. So then, so that's 10. That's 10. What grade are you when you're in grade 10?
When you're in grade 10?
Yeah.
I'm 15.
No, what grade are you when you're 10?
What grade are you in when you're 10?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, grade 4.
Grade 4.
Oh, grade 5. Grade 4, grade 5. I don't know.
Grade 5. You're in grade 4. So you were in when you were in kindergarten. I was in grade 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Because I spent 2 years in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then there's junior kindergarten, then senior kindergarten, then grade 1.
They want to get rid of one of the kindergartens.
Yeah, I know.
I love how you graduate from kindergarten and they make like a really big deal out of it. And this one guy's like, there's like, I can't remember where I was reading or I think it was like this comedian. He was saying like, what have I accomplished? Yes, I learned how to scribble on a page. Yes, I learned how to kick that guy in the face. Yes, I now know how to catch a ball. And yes, I am friends with the entire class, and they are my best friends, and we'll be friends till we die. Like,
yeah,
that's the only accomplishments, right? Like, I think it's funny. And then this one guy's like, I still don't know how to read, but I mean, I don't even know how to write my name. Nobody here knows how to write their name, so what do I know? Yeah. Like, it was like one of those like, you ever think about like
I accomplished nothing in those 2 years.
Like when you're in kindergarten, honestly, I feel like you go.
No, in kindergarten, I already knew how to spell the and the word this.
No, kindergarten is like, it's not actually like for you to learn. Mm-hmm. It's for you to get used to the system.
Yeah, it's for you to get used to the time of being in a different location away from your parents.
It's to get you accustomed to the routine.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like...
No, but I learned things.
But they mold you in that time,
yeah,
right? Like,
it's scary stuff. They're just like, nap time. I'm like, no, run away.
We don't have nap time.
No, I had nap time.
You had nap time?
I had nap time.
We didn't have nap time.
But I only had it for like the first year, and then it was taken away when I was in senior kindergarten.
Wow.
But the first year I had nap time.
Did you have half day or was it full day?
I had half day.
Oh,
when I was senior, on like the 2 last months of the year, the system was changed to full day, and for those 2 months, both Thomas's mom and our mom was picking us up early for those half days.
Wow. Yeah, no,
I only went for half days.
Wow. No, yeah, I remember how we had... Yeah, because I had half day. Like, now it's full day.
Yeah,
poor kids, man.
Poor kids.
I mean, they go home and they must just knock them. They just, like, pass out. Like,
pass out, wake up at 12 in the morning, and look outside. I want to go play. Never mind.
Like, like, I remember... Like, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I'll never forget, though, how one of when that happened...
No, but in kindergarten?
A lot of parents were like, when am I gonna see my kid?
Yeah, I know.
You know, and then they're like,
they're just like, it's when they're at their cutest.
No, and I remember like
they can run.
I remember this one lady. She was telling the principal. She's like, when am I gonna see my kid? And she goes, aren't you working? Like, when do you even see your kid? She's like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. She's like, oh. She's like, well, you'll see when he gets home. Yeah. And I was like, that was like his reaction, and I just remember looking at him like, are you for real right now? Like, that's the best you got? Yeah. And I'll never...
When you get home?
Like, there were so many things like that like...
I experienced half day and nap time.
Yeah. Like, I never experienced nap time.
No, at nap time, I never went to bed.
Like, I remember...
I was that kid who was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And then, like, I'd be staring at the clock the entire time. And, like, as soon as, like, 6 minutes were up, I'd be like, what happened?
No,
and then just like sit up and just like, and the teacher would be like, are you done with your nap? And I'd be like, yes. And I never slept.
I remember grade 1 better than kindergarten.
I remember kindergarten so easily.
I remember grade 1.
I can like,
it's really bizarre. Like, I remember grade 1 better than like a lot of things. And I remember looking back at like a lot of stuff and like, it's really bizarre. Like, the other day I found a notebook from when I was in grade 1, and like I couldn't, like, my writing was so bad, but like, again, you know, that's when you really learn how to write, and there were like other stuff that I hadn't caught on to that I did when I was younger. Mm-hmm. What was that?
No, it's because my brother found this notebook that used to be my drawing book, and like, it's trash compared to what I can draw now. And I was looking at when this book was made, and it was made in 2011, and they probably had that book there for like a year, so I probably got it in like 2010.
Okay, so we're saying that book is 8 years old.
Yep.
That's insane.
And the pages are not full. The only thing I have drawn on it is a bunch of like muscle figures, because I had just learned how to draw like people without shirts.
People without shirts. Okay, also, I really want to... short episode this week.
Mm-hmm.
Where I know it's late. At least you got something.
Yeah.
I mean...
my favorite drawing in this entire book is from Naruto. I drew the biggest villain.
The biggest villain?
Well, not the biggest villain, but like one of the biggest villains.
Yeah, but you can't say it because that's a spoiler.
No, I just drew T.L.B.P from Naruto. All them Naruto fans are gonna understand what I meant.
Yeah.
But if you haven't watched it, recommend it. Really good, you know.
Yeah, just skip all the fillers.
Yep. You can skip all the fillers on
there's
Reddit.
There's like a website.
You can find it on Reddit. You can just
there's a Reddit post. No, I found this. There's this web. Someone made a website.
I'm pretty sure there's a Reddit post.
No, someone made this website where they went in and literally they like exactly when the story goes. So they're like, you know, from like 1 to whatever story, and then it goes in the middle of episode 23 at minute 47. Like a minute, like what is it? Like there's no 40. That's like at minute. What is it? Like a minute 15. Like 15 or whatever. It's like side story kicks in, and then it says jump back in like 10 episodes later. It's like episode 33 at what is
12.
it? No, at like 18 minutes in. And I'm like, and then you're back on like the actor store. I'm like, that's crazy. Like it gives you the exact time, minute and seconds.
So it's like you never left.
Yeah, so it's like this crazy consistency. I'm like, that's insane, dude. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Who took the time to do this? Because it's like, what, 720 episodes in total?
I think. Yeah.
It's like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Yep.
And now with Boruto, you know, we're...
I don't consider Boruto Naruto, because Naruto is my G.
How many episodes does Boruto have? Because like if Boruto's like well into the 200s, that means
in sub they're probably like in the I'd say 50s episodes by now. I don't know. No, I don't think they're in the 50 episodes.
You don't think so?
No, actually, I think they're probably at like late 30s.
So
late 30s.
The latest episode.
Episode 45.
Let me
42.
Let me real quick.
43.
Could you like give me a set to pull it up? You can't just start randomly.
7 million.
There's no way.
800,000. 927.
Who is even doing it? Like I can't.
They're posting like 3 episodes. No, they're posting like 7 episodes per day.
7 episodes per day. Yeah, you. No, I mean, yeah, you have to be posting more than 2 episodes a day. Yeah. You have to be posting like 4 episodes a day to do it, to get it, like, at least.
I said 7 million.
Yeah. Alright, what was that? Alright, I was gonna check,
Well, I don't remember what I said. I said a really weird number. I don't remember what number.
You said somewhere in the 30s?
Somewhere in the 30s or 40s. I don't think they're at 50 yet.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now.
25.
100 and...
Really? Boruto?
Yeah.
100 and... What about subbed? I mean, what about dubbed?
I don't know. I'm not checking. I'm checking, That's actually crazy.
Yeah, okay. Well, just go to dub version.
Okay, look, according to Google, it's 106.
It's 106 episodes. Well... They just aired their
last week, so yeah, no, it's 108. My bad.
So 8 weeks ago. I mean, yeah, so 8 weeks ago they had their 100th
March 31st was their 100th episode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's crazy.
No, but how many episodes are there in dubbed?
Dubbed?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dubbed. I wouldn't know. I don't think they're doing it that fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They are at...
Just like...
It's kind of hard to figure out,
be like 16.
So... dubbed is at... Wow, this is not that far down, actually. Well, I scrolled down, like, basically to the bottom. They are on episode 33.
Oh, wow. So basically, like...
No, 34. 34 airs this week.
Okay, so, like... I was right, but wrong.
Yeah, 34 episodes in dubbed. And they're at 100 and something now, so they're, like, well over a year behind.
Okay, so I guessed right, but I was wrong all at the same time because of... I was thinking dubbed.
Yeah, like, well, I mean...
Because if I was thinking... I had the mentality of dubbed.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
there was something I was going to say, but I already forgot.
Do I have bendy bones?
No.
No?
I don't think most people do.
No? You want to see? Just joking. You can't see.
Wait,
Pranked you. I don't know what that was.
I
apologize.
Should I edit that out?
I apologize.
Should I edit?
I'm sorry.
You can't start a fight.
I'm tired. Yeah.
You can't just play.
I'm tired.
You just can't plead the fifth like that.
And this is when Victor realized.
You can't start coming up with some lame excuse like that.
Do I have bendy bones? No, I'm just reading the book we have the mic on top of, you know? This is the title of the book. Do I have bendy bones?
Who even reads that?
You did. It's your book.
That's not the question I was asking, but okay.
But it's your book, so...
It wasn't really the question I was asking, but okay. What was I going to say? No, okay, so...
What is the biggest bone you have in your body?
I have no idea.
Starts with an F.
The femur?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was our biggest bone.
It is.
Okay, well...
What'd you think it was?
Can we end the podcast?
We can.
Why am I even asking you? Wrap up.
Okay. So this has been Two Latin Brothers podcast. You know, go subscribe. Go check it out, you know. I don't know why I changed the voice there.
You weirdo.
I'm sorry again.
Stop apologizing.
I'm sorry.
Stop saying.
I'm a Canadian.
Stop pointing out.
I'm sorry.
Can we please just end the podcast like normal people?
Sorry, I should have ended the podcast by now.
Can we?
I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Just
okay, go subscribe, you know, go follow us on Spotify. You can always and on Anchor you can always send us an email, you know, we always leave things in the description, you know.
Follow us on
Instagram, on Twitter, you know. The handle's down there. I don't know about off memory. You know.
We don't use any of this stuff.
We don't use any of this stuff, but we will start. We keep saying we will start, and it's been like weeks.
Yeah. But
we will start. You know?
I'm going to give the Twitter to Victor, and he can just start tweeting out random thoughts.
No, honestly, I can. I'm not even kidding. Be like, enter first period class. I just entered first period class. Enter like second period class. I'll be like, I tripped over my shoelace.
I tripped over
and then I'll enter like third period and I'll be like, I have a pebble in my shoe. And then like walk into fourth period and be like, I want to go home.
What happened to lunch?
I didn't go to that. I had too much schoolwork to do.
Okay, let's
okay.
I mean, the fact that like you know, like, I have a pebble in my shoe. Like, how did you get a pebble in your shoe from sitting in a class?
I don't know. That just kind of happened. Like, I don't know the science behind it. I will look into it. It's okay. But you know what? It's been Two Latin Brothers podcast. You'll hear us on the next one. Bye.
Really?
Yep.
After that huge rant, you want to end it now.
Bye.
No, you can't just...
Adios.
No.
Sayonara.
I don't feel good.
Arrivederci.
You can't just... I don't like this.
Buongiorno. That's actually hello. Never mind.
You can't just start the podcast again.
Hey guys, it's Two Latin Brothers podcast. My name is Victor. This is episode 23. I'm joined by my brother. So how was your week?
Stop.
This is a loop. You don't get a choice.
You can't just
this is a loop. You don't get a choice. So how was your week?
No, we were just gonna end the podcast.
I had a pebble in my shoe. You know, I drew Toby from Naruto.
Okay.
You know.
Stop.
Okay. It's been two Latin Brothers podcast.
Yes, enough joking around.
You'll catch us on the next one. All seriousness. Go follow us and all that. Everything's in the description.
What even is this ending?
You'll hear us on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye. I'm so confused.